Alright, we might be back. We may well be back. Declare did make 10 tricks. There was no rough that happened on the third round of diamonds. Hopefully we're back. South opens a spade. We'll get a game force from North, 2 clubs. And then we'll see how North-South handle these game forces. If South has to rebid 2 no, or if South can bid 2 diamonds with this hand, or if South has to bid 2 spades. I guess we'll find out. Okay, I'm gonna call it good on my lunch. Also, my stream is telling me that we might have some problems, so hopefully those get resolved. Hi, Craig. You landed. Do I prefer the 2 diamond system with South Sands or 2 now? I prefer 2 diamonds. I prefer this to be like a waiting bid in response to 2 clubs game force. Just because I think you just conserve space. You find the spade fit earlier, and you don't lose out on much. You lose out on a natural 2 diamond bid. Greetings, welcome. All right, I'm going to clean up, and I will be back in just a minute. Hopefully the stream will settle itself, and then I'll put my video back on. I'm back. I have water. Stream says it's still dying. Hopefully it doesn't. But it looks like North-South have stumbled into 3 no trump, and this contract appears to be making. Declares just cashing out, huh? Nii says this auction is weird. Why don't they just play game forcing relay? Well, I mean, I do believe that North-South are a well-practiced partnership, but I don't believe that they play all of the fancy conventions that you might see in the open session or section. They do play precision, yes. So 1 spade, 2 clubs, just standard 2/1 game forcing, 2 no trump is the balanced hand, 3 spades shows a fit. South offered 3 no trump with a 5-3-3-2 flat hand, I think. I mean, they might have a lot of agreements, but they don't have any of the sophisticated stuff. This is the best format for them, separate rooms. This table was specifically requested by Michael Schuster, so that's why we're here, at least for this segment. So did they do well to get to 3-0 instead of 4 spades? It looks like maybe. The other table made 4 spades. Dave likes sleeping in the couch. That's what I've heard. I have not taken any opportunity to interact with any of North's posts on Bridge winners, but I do see them. It is entertaining content. He could probably start a TikTok channel and get like millions of views. Pass by South. 1 no trump by West. It's 2025. Maybe the wife sleeps on the couch. Maybe. It's a pretty good West hand. 17 count. 2 clubs. Garbage Stamen. Planning to pass anything. Double. 2 diamonds. No major and a club stopper. Probably. Two diamonds, club stopper, no major. Look at that. All pass. I mean, North could bid 3 clubs. I don't think it's the worst bid ever. Two spades by North. Okay. North is getting frisky, looking for a game. Passed hand partner, favorable, playing precision. And partner's long suit is the only one you don't have honors in. Fair enough. So 2 spades. I'll pass. Is that what's going to happen? Searching for a better spot than 3 clubs. It shows a club fit. I mean, it probably should. But then again, I don't think that North-South are on the same page about any auction that we've seen so far. So, club lead from Bramley. So 3 rounds of clubs roughed. And then yes, and then what? 2 rounds of diamonds from West. I don't think West is going to find that defense. Yeah, if South has spades, I think 2 spades would be a good bid, as long as north-south know what's going on. But, like, how low of a bar is the 2 spade bid? Like, could it be a 4-card suit? Because here south was 6-4 in the round suits. If that's the case, then south should definitely be pulling with this hand. We could even make the argument that south should be pulling anyway, because of the 6th club. Whoa, West didn't give partner club rough. Wait. No, we have to pay attention to the auction. Partner heard that they had bid clubs on his left and let a stiff club anyway. Uh-oh. 3 diamonds didn't make east-west. They appear to have 3 spades to lose. And 2 hearts to lose. Maybe you could make it if the defense isn't careful. Like, after cashing 3 spades, I think North needs to switch to a heart. If North plays a trump or something, Declare could win. Pull trumps. I guess the diamonds are blocked. Actually, I was going to say, if Declare could win, pull trumps, take a club finesse, rough the club suit good, and then just end play south and hearts. But the diamonds are blocked. Yeah, maybe 3 diamonds just has no play. Well, another spade came. And Declare goes up with the ace. Pulls the last trump. She does want her diamond tricks, and she's going to get them. So this is going to be 2 diamonds, a club, and a heart from here for 1 down. So this looks like another good result for Team Bramley. Bramley's had a good set. West does cut communication in clubs, so she's going to have plenty of time. Win the next club, ace king of diamonds, exit the 10 of diamonds. And then Bart will hop up with the ace of hearts at his first opportunity. All right, king of clubs, win the ace. 2 more rounds of diamonds. So down 1. Would 3 clubs have made? I don't know. There are only 4 obvious losers. 2 trumps and a diamond. But Declare only has a couple of entries to the north hand. I mean, if Declare tries to take club finesses, like play east for the club queen, Declare might end up going down in 3 clubs. All right, 4 more amps to Bramley. Continuing on with their good set. They've been pitching a shutout so far. After this board, 23-0 on the segment. On to board 36. So West picks up a 13 count. She gets to open a diamond. We'll see a spade overcall from North. Negative double from Bramley. I don't think we bid on the South hand, but I suppose you could. Oh, they're playing transfers, right? So South can't really bid. Ooh, 2 spades on the North hand. I don't like that. Well, now Bramley's probably not going to take a call. He doesn't really have a good enough hand to force to the 3 level. So he's just going to pass and wait for his partner to do something. This will pass back around to West, who... I don't know. What do we do as West? Do we like just passing out 2 spades? Or should we balance with double? Double protects partner against... with a penalty-oriented hand. But if partner has hearts, we don't have a game, right? We have a weak no trump, and partner would have made a negative double with hearts if we had a game. So I think balancing double there on the West hand is playing for a very thin target. That partner has a penalty double of 2 spades is basically it. So I like West pass. Get the Jack of Diamonds opening lead. Someone told you not to compete for part scores at imps? Yep. Jack from Jack Doubleton. I mean, leading partner suit is good. I like leading partner suit. It's just all of these like Doubleton leads in the opponent's suit. I hate it. I hate it so much. You know, like they open a heart on your left and you're just like, I better lead this Jack Doubleton of hearts. What could go wrong? Yeah, the 7 of spades looks like it's going to get promoted into a trick here. So 3 rounds of diamonds, and then a 4th round of diamonds. And if North pitches a heart, like a loser on loser, that's fine, but then the ace-king of spades will represent the setting tricks. And if North over-roughs, or roughs in, then Bramley will just pitch, and the 7 of spades gets promoted. So yeah, here, for North to make the contract, he's going to need spades 3-3, so he roughs in, Bramley pitches, and now Declare also needs to somehow run the club suit to pitch a heart loser. That's not going to happen. Bramley decides to duck the 10 of spades. I think as Bramley, I would be very confident right now that partner had the 8 of spades, because North roughed in with the 9 and then led the 10. Maybe strong declarers would randomize their spot cards here, but I think a lot of weaker declarers would not be randomizing their spot cards. So when you see someone playing your spots this way, it's probably because like that's the lowest spot they can afford to cover whatever the missing spot cards are. And there is the 8 of spades, so Bramley's just going to exit a heart. And at this point, this is going to be down 2. Declare will lose a heart trick because Bramley can rough in on the 2nd club. And cash partners Jack of Hearts. I don't know what Declare's thinking about. This is a hopeless play. I guess playing on clubs is also hopeless. There were 2 club discards from Bramley, so Not much he could do at this point. Just needed to pitch a heart on that fourth diamond. So plus 200. And they're going to pick up another couple of imps. I really don't like two spades from North. Let me see what they did in the other room, because they got to 3 hearts. Oh, it went 2 spades by North over there also. Gross. That's disgusting. And then East made a negative double at the other table. All right, North gets to open. A diamond, I suppose. We just see the score come in from the other room. 5 diamonds making 6 on the North-South cards. There's a lot of work to do to make 6 diamonds. All right, let's see how they get there. A diamond pass, 2 clubs. Game forcing. Their precision diamond opener is 2+, because they play 2 diamonds as the 3 suited short diamond hand. So diamond pass, 2 clubs. Any minute now. There we go. Okay, typing in an alert. Oh, just forcing for 1 round natural? That's awkward. Yeah, because I guess North now has to bid 2 diamonds to account for, like, 2 hearts for them probably establishes a game force, and North, with a bare minimum 11 and no clubs in his hand to support his partner's suit, can't afford to game force opposite a non-forcing 2 clubs or non-game forcing 2 clubs. Just rough 4 rounds of clubs, dummy reversal. Yeah, good call. If that's all it takes. Yeah, now South bids 2 spades. Game forcing with clubs. I guess I would assume that this would also show spades. I mean, spades stuff, like not necessarily a 4-card suit, but a hand with clubs and spades, because South could also bid 2 hearts, game forcing. I suspect the only bids that are not game forcing from South there would be 2 no trump or 3 clubs. All right, 2 no from North. South bids 3 diamonds to confirm the fit. So North should definitely try 3 hearts, whatever it means. North has a good hand for slam, again. South is unlimited, so you may as well show your good hand for slam. South will bid 3 spades. At this point, North, I think, can bid 3 no. Confidently having, showed some doubt about no trump with the 3-heart bid. And then when South pulls, if she does, that would show a serious slam try. All right, there's 3 spades. North can bid 3 no. And then it's over to South to decide what to do. I'm doing great so far in this auction. I've predicted a lot of bids. South doesn't really have a very good hand for slam. This club suit feels no trumpy. Yeah, I think pass is probably the bid. So this has turned out okay. Bramley needs to find an opening lead. He might be asking some questions about like the 2 spade bid specifically. Because it sounds like North has real hearts for the 3 heart bid. But if South has never necessarily showed spades, he might get off to a spade lead. If not, he might lead a heart. Like, the heart lead would work great if dummy hits with, say, honor doubleton and hearts. Like king doubleton, queen doubleton, or something like that. So, yeah, Bramley does get off to a heart lead. I think I like this choice. He's going to be happy to see stiff king. Nine top tricks. A declare could, on this lead a spade up towards the queen, hoping for a 10th trick, or declare could be a little bit more greedy and try and go after clubs. If the defense fails to find the heart continuation, then declare might be able to set up clubs. Well, set up a club trick, that is. I think I just like spade to the queen. It's simple. All right, there's the king of spades. Heart return. And declare is just going to have to hop up with the heart ace. If East gets in, he'll put a club through. So, ace of hearts, cash out, 10 tricks. And a board a match win, but a push. I have no idea what declare's thinking about. Like, let's duck this trick and we'll rectify the count, and oh my god, on board 38, the very next hand, someone has a 2-loser hand. Well, we're about to see that one play out. North-South are just cold for 7 of everything, and they've ended up at the 5 level at the other table. Okay, here we go. Board 38, the big hand sitting in South. Once the claim is accepted. Oh, you know something I heard, and I should be on the lookout for this to try and confirm? The men have to sit in the same room, and the women have to sit in the same room. I'm pretty sure that's true. I'm just checking the other table that I have up. Yeah, and that's true in that room as well. I think that's required. I don't know why, but I believe that's required. All right, let's see North-South's big precision system in action. South gets to open a strong club. North has a game-forcing balance 12. Because of the conditions of contest abbreviated? It might be. Craig says the WBF has a rule that all men have to sit north and east. Right. But in fact, in the other room in this match, the men are sitting west and south. So, I mean, it's not as strict as the WBF, of course, just based on what I'm seeing on screen in front of me. But yeah, they might just do that to mirror some of the WBF rules. So 2 hearts, 12 to 13, or 16 plus balanced. We've seen North-South not play a relay system earlier, so I doubt that they have a relay system here. It would be really nice for them to be able to play a relay system. 2 spades not alerted. I mean, this is not a good bid by South, but, you know, if you're not playing a relay system, I guess you have to make some concessions. Yeah, Team Bramley did not get a good result in the other room. They got all the way up to 5 clubs. So North bids 2 no trump to show a doubleton spade. North has already showed a balanced hand, so I guess it's implied that North doesn't have a singleton. So this is like the most rejecting of spades that North can do. Three clubs by South, showing a second suit. Now, the problem with this is that the more South bids clubs, the more North is going to believe South has extra spade length. So 3 clubs, this will probably fetch 3 no from North, showing the minimum, because he's already showed 12 plus. It's a really bad day for your system if I can predict your precision bidding calls, because I don't play precision, and I think the whole point of precision is that you have a fancy structure to relay out shapes and stuff like that. South just decides to take a practical approach. I'm going to bid 6 clubs, and hopefully this is okay. I mean, obviously, you would very much rather get to 7 clubs on these cards. It's basically cold. You just need 4-2 spades. You can ruff 2 spades in the North hand with the queen and 10 of clubs. And then pull trumps. Actually, wait, you don't even need to do that. You only need to ruff 1 spade. I just noticed you have a diamond and a heart to pitch your other 2 spades. Yeah, I mean 7 clubs is a great spot, of course. 2-2 clubs, you're just cold. 3-1 clubs, you just need spades 4-2, so that you can ruff 1 round of spades in the North hand. Five hearts exclusion by South? Oh, yeah. If CDR and KDR were here, then that's what they would be doing. You know they would get there in like 3 bids to 7 clubs. We saw him do it earlier. So, Slam Swing going the way of Caprera. These are going to be their first imps in the entire segment. They need them. They were down 25-0 going into this board in the set. All right, 2 rounds of clubs, 2 rounds of spades, spade ruff, heart ruff, pull trumps, run the red suits to pitch your spade losers. Or you could just do this. You could just do this. We can squeeze Weston the pointed suits now. Ace of hearts, pitch a spade, heart ruff. So that's fine. We still get 13 tricks here. We can no longer squeeze West in the pointed suits. We can still take the spade finesse to get 13 tricks. Okay, we did it. We reduced a lot of our possible routes to a 13th trick, but not all of them. The spade finesse was still available. All paths lead to 13. I was just holding my breath for the heart ruff back to hand to run all of the clubs. West might have felt a little bit pressured. Well, 13 count from South. She probably didn't care about the 13th trick. No. It would have cost an imp, though. If she was only 920, that would have been 10 instead of 11. So South gets to open diamond precision. Yeah. I don't actually know what you're supposed to do with the West hand over diamond precision. I guess you pass? Hoping that it goes like a diamond, a heart, 2 hearts, and you can bid 2 no? Is that how this hand works? Probably. Well, West comes in with 2 clubs. I mean, I hate on a lot of 2-level overcalls with 5-card suits, and this is a pretty terrible 5-card suit. I don't hate this 2-club bid. I understand wanting to bid with the West hand. I just think we're going to have a hard time finding our diamond fit if we do this. But alright, 2 clubs. So 2 hearts by North, probably. Or 2 diamonds showing hearts. Look at that, they're playing transfers and stuff. Fancy. So what we do is South. We have a 9 or longer card heart fit. I don't know the strength of partner's 2 diamonds. Is this like 10 plus? Or is this like, could be a negative free bid, like 7 points or something like that? Because I think you're supposed to bid 2 hearts with like a small doubleton. So yeah, I figured South would have to jump with extras here. North can bid 4 hearts. They've got a club to lose. They've got a diamond to lose. And they might have some issues with the 4-0 trumps. West has to find an opening lead. If West leads the ace of clubs, then this looks like it's going to make. If West leads the queen of spades, Declare might lose a trick to the jack of clubs and the ace of clubs. Yeah. That 10 of clubs finesse does look pretty appealing. I mean, of course, the simplest route to beat this contract is probably ace of clubs, club ruff, diamond to the ace club ruff. So I don't think I hate the ace of clubs lead. I just think that this lead is probably going to work out better on this hand. So what does Declare do? Ace of spades. Spade to the king, spade ruff. Ace of hearts first, I guess. Ace of hearts doesn't cost anything. Alright, spade to the king. This is a little bit scary. Third round of spades could get overruffed. So I think it probably was important to pull the ace of hearts and then think about what to do from there based on what you saw. But yeah, this could get overruffed. Fortunately, the queen of spades falls. So now ace of hearts. Ace of hearts. Okay. Now Declare gets bad news, and now Declare needs to think. Because if we ruff a spade, we don't really have the transportation to pick up the four of hearts. If we ruff a spade high, we will have transportation, but then we've just cost ourselves a heart trick. So we're going to lose it, the king of diamonds. We're going to lose a heart trick. We're going to lose the ace of clubs from here. Alright, cuts communication and diamonds. So West will need to continue her good defense of leading a diamond here, which is not at all obvious. Yeah, this defense might just be a little bit too hard to get right for East-West. Yeah, there's ace of clubs and a club. And now Declare can just pull trumps, losing a spade at the end. Good try. They almost managed it. I mean, I think Declare would have gone down if West had continued a diamond. Oh, actually, I guess Declare has a free shot at making an overtrick. Ruff the nine of spades low, king of hearts on blocking, diamond ruff, and if he can't overruff, you can pull trumps and cash the queen of clubs. So one more going the way of Caprera. They close the gap to 33. We got 6 boards left to play in the segment in 47 minutes. I think that's about the pace that they give you to start the round. It's 120 minutes for 15 boards, which is 8 minutes a board. Let me give a quick update on scores and other matches in case people are curious. We have Millens dominant over Abernathy now that the sponsor is out for Team Millens. That's not at all surprising to me, and they're showing off why they are the 3 seed in the tournament overall. Dinkin has finally run into a bit of trouble. They haven't lost the match by any means. They were up by close to 100, but they're currently losing to Lee in the segment. Henner has picked up a few imps over Chow. Guy has had a dominant performance in the third set against Gu, so now they're up by 52. Lewis over Ding. Still Lewis maintaining the highest score line so far. Oh, one of the highest score lines at least, but the most imps scored overall in that match. But Lewis is up by 38. And then in this match, we see Bramley over Caprera. Cooper opens a diamond. No high card points in thinking. All right. Caprera frozen. Caprera. I mean, you gotta get your Sykes in there, I guess. So diamond pass, a spade by Bramley. South could come in with a takeout double, I guess. What are we waiting on? Dude, oh my god. If he doesn't psych at this point, I'm going to be disappointed. Alright, should we try and predict what psych North has? Or frozen? Nope, just thinking about what to bid. So diamond passes spade. Is South going to come in? The hand is somewhat pure. I mean, if double just shows hearts and clubs. I mean, if tens are worth like 5 and nines are worth 3, that's basically an opening hand over there. The distribution isn't great, but, you know, sometimes with a 14 count, you just have to do something when your opponents open the bidding. You can't get stolen from with a hand like that. Redouble by West. 3-card spade support. All right. Time for another round of Is Pass Penalty by North. Or not. I mean, you probably bid 2 hearts with the North cards. Do you want this to get 1 spade redoubled all pass? I mean, me too, honestly. Oh my god. North passes. Here we go. You would redouble with North? You should take up backgammon. Pass by East. All right, here we go. I mean, there's no way South's going to pass it, but it would be very funny if South did. Like, we could definitely have a North hand here that wants to penalize the opponents at the 1 level because East might not have a ton of values, right? Despite the spades being 4 treble 3 around the table, North could have diamonds sitting over the diamond bidder and have like a 12 or 13 count over there. And just figures like 1 no trump is going down for the opponents. Let's just lead trumps against 1 spade redoubled. And that'll go down as well. Oh god. I can't. Anyway, South bids 2 clubs because South is a chicken. Excuse me. I can't watch mixed bridge with a straight face. So 2 diamonds, goes around to Bramley. Now he has a decision to make. Three no? You have a hand that illustrates the pass penalty. I mean, we've had so many in this trial so far. Okay, Bramley decides to cubed 3 clubs. Neat. I think Bramley was a little bit concerned about his heart suit. Now, North doesn't have any values on this auction, but I do suspect that Bramley was a little bit worried that the King Doubleton of Hearts might not be a good enough stopper. So he bids 3-no, or he bids 3 clubs, his partner bids 3-no. And now North is on lead. I think you gotta lead a club. Partner did bid 2 clubs, not 2 hearts. The other room made 11 tricks and no trump. Is that the right number? Looks like it. Declare can just knock out the major suit aces. With spades 3-3, there shouldn't be a problem. Declare can just win the king of clubs, cross and diamonds, spade to the queen, cross and diamonds, spade to the jack, and then knock out the heart ace. That would be the technical play. If you try and knock out the ace of spades before doing, like if you try and lead the queen of spades, jack of spades out of hand, South will duck 1 round, win the second, and in theory could then play back another spade, setting up a spade winner for the defense. And then when they get in with the heart ace, they could cash it. So hopefully we'll see good technique on this one. Cross and diamonds, spade to the queen, cross and diamonds, spade to the jack, and then play on hearts. I mean, heart to the king is fine. If they take the ace, then you're in good shape. You can just win the heart return and knock out the spade ace. If they duck the king of hearts, which they probably should, then you can play spade to the queen, cross and diamonds, spade to the jack. So this was equally good from Declare. Of course, we'll see good technique in the mixed. There are some pretty good players in the field. We did watch a few of them earlier in the day. I mean, Bramley's a good player. Who's the best player in the field? I don't know. I would have to look at the list. You always like asking me who's the best so that there's going to be drama. No matter who I say, there's going to be complaints about, well, what about this player? They're pretty good too. Pass a diamond, precision style. You're not trying to stir the pot, smiley face. Yeah, that's believable. A diamond, a spade, 2 spades. 2 or more diamonds or a singleton king. I want to see them pick up a singleton ace, and then I want to know what they open. We need to get everyone's opinion on who's best. I think that's what happens when you go to bridge tournaments. Everyone just expresses their opinions on who's best. You talk to any pro player behind the scenes, and you're just like, hey, what do you think about this person? And then they'll just pull from like recent hands they played against them, and they'll be like, well, they did this dumb thing against me, so they must be shit at the game. Would only the best people give their opinions? I mean, then you could find out. So anyone who gave an opinion would therefore be a world-class player. Maybe that's what people think. That's why everyone gives their opinions on everything. We just have to make a rating list. Hey, more power to you if you could. I tried to do a machine learning ranking, not of bridge players, but I tried it for NBA players in basketball because there's a lot of statistics and stuff, and I was unable to make a very compelling rating list. So I wasn't able to like import it into a bridge standpoint and then use the same algorithm to generate a rating list for bridge players. If someone comes up with a way to rate bridge players, I think that would be cool. I think that's one of the big things that's missing for bridge to actually become a little bit more mainstream, because people care, right? I mean, just like the reason Matt asks why, like, who I think is the best player, or who I think is the best team or whatever all the time, is because people actually care about the answers to that. The chat GPT said David Byrne is the best bridge player. Nice. Well done. At least it didn't say Zimmerman. But I mean, like, what's so attractive about chess to kids? It's because, like, you get assigned a number, and if your number goes up, then you're doing well. And if your number goes down, then you're not doing well. You want to find ways to make your number go up. Are the bridge results somewhere accessible in non-HTML format? I don't know, but I imagine that you could do some sort of like data scraping off of web pages to collect them into some nice little CSV. Should we look at this 2 spade contract on however many high card points this is? 6 of diamonds lead, up with the ace. Bramley really just led a doubleton. What a fish. Spade to the ace. Not the right play in the spade suit, but okay. We pick off a stiff king. Knock out the diamond king, I suppose. That's got to be step 2. Yeah, spade to the ace is a really weird play. What is a club to the ace? Dude, knock out the king of diamonds. Hello? All right, we're leading a heart. So this will go to the queen and king. Whoa! What is the ace of hearts now? Oh. God, it hurts my brain. And Queen of clubs comes back. Roughing hook and hearts. Or are we now going to knock out the king of diamonds? I mean, who knows? Okay, roughing hook and hearts. Then knock out the king of diamonds? At some point, it's probably a good idea to... We didn't even run the queen of hearts? What are we doing? Stop! Queen of diamonds, please, before you forget. If you rub a club, West can pitch a diamond. No! Oh, this is painful. Okay, we need to talk more about like fantasy sports and ELO rankings so I don't have to watch. Oh boy. Like, the 6 of diamonds was led, right? All the way back on trick 1. West played the 9. So the 6 of diamonds is high from a doubleton. And we know that king of spades was a true card, because why would Bramley false card the king of trumps under the ace? So we could just, like, knock out the king of diamonds and take a diamond trick before doing whatever this other nonsense is that we were going about on our merry way. He will make it. I know, that's the worst part about this whole thing. He's going to make the contract and think that he played the hand well. I mean, he's even going to get an overtrick. Heart rough with a low trump. Now we play a diamond, but it's too late. No. Come on. Oh. I mean, West doesn't have a good counter. I guess you can return a trump, but that's not obvious. This is unbelievable. What's the best website for bridge results? I don't know. I mean, maybe this one, maybe Lovebridge has the most statistics of bridge results. They have all of their tournament coverage going back to like 2020 or whenever the site was founded. All right, a spade comes back, pulling some trumps. Declare can win the queen of spades, lead either a club or a diamond, and score a 9th trick that way. Other table, 2 diamonds in the north, made 3, so Declare's gonna pick up an imp. The lead is down to 32. The other room is almost on the last board of the set. They're playing board 44 right now. All right, play the last card. Play the last card. Thank you. Board 42. Nice hand from East. He's got 18. So he'll open a club. Now, is South going to come in with a club preempt? A club, 3 clubs? Probably not. Yo, the other table made 12 tricks and spades with a 5-0 split. Oh my god. How did that happen? That is a crazy number of tricks to take in spades. No way. What? I guess, hold on, wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, actually on a club lead, you just have 12 tricks, right? Club, low, king, ace. Club for roughing finesse. So like jack of clubs, covered, roughed. You pull trumps. Well, you pull 4 rounds of trumps, and then you just start running diamonds. North gets to rough in with their long trump, but then you still have the ace of hearts entry to cash all your diamonds. Why do I feel like I'm off by a trick somewhere? Maybe you need to like run trumps and then try and cash the 10 of clubs pitching a heart before doing all of that. Yeah, that's probably true. And then you start running diamonds. All right, a club pass a spade. Good night, Craig. This has been fun. Has it now? So what is East going to do? All right, let's use my normal predictive powers. King, 5th of spades. He decides to bid 2-no. This might just go 2-no, 3-no then. So they miss out on the spade fit. Maybe Bramley just wanted to declare. I think somewhat reasonable. If you're a much stronger player in the partnership, then declaring when it's going to be close between the 2 contracts is probably the right thing to do. So South will lead a club anyway against this contract. Club to the king and ace. Test the diamonds, I suppose. Yeah, probably start out by testing the diamonds. So queen of diamonds, hoping to get some count signals from north-south. They are upside down, and south obliges with a factual count signal. 6 of diamonds, jack 6-3. Ace of diamonds. South will follow with the 3 here. So diamond over. It's also really useful in these spots early in matches. I know we're on board 42 now, but earlier in the match, I mean, this is one of these things that I would like to do as declare against my opponents if I'm not familiar with them and don't know their skill level, but also, you know, don't know how frequently they're going to card honestly. I would be watching like a hawk all of their signals in this sort of spot, and I would try and see like in which positions are they going to false card, because I think a lot of players who are not at like the expert level will end up having situations where they guarantee they false card and having situations where they definitely don't. So here Bramley found out that North false carded in diamonds by playing high-low, and South didn't false card in diamonds. Now, do they play Smith? They do play reverse Smith. So it's probably a Smith situation. So maybe North and South were both showing upside down Smith, I guess is possible. But I think that's an important point, that you can, if you're playing at a match point field, it's often pretty difficult. You can play one hand against them and watch their signals, and then if you're declare again on the next hand, you can use that information. But in a longer team match, you can actually kind of get a feel for how your opponents are actually false carding. So spade to the queen. We'll try the 10 of clubs now. See if South ducks, but we have 12 tricks. Okay, or we'll try the jack of clubs, also good enough. On to board 43. So a push, board a match win for Bramley. Okay. What does South have? 18? So you get to open a strong club. Pass a heart by North? I don't know what they're playing. Let me just take a look. It's hard to tell from their card. What North is going to do with the balanced 8 count. I think a lot of players stick this like balanced 8 to 11 into one heart, playing precision. One diamond. Two suits of the same color. Crash. First step is color. Second step is rank. And then last step is shape. Or next step is shape. I don't know what North does over this. Because normally precision pairs will use pass as like 0 to 4 or a trap. Double is like 5 to 7, and other bids are like natural and forcing. Will says you can save room by having double be rank, one diamond is shape, and pass be color. Yeah, maybe you should do that to make sure that you can get your side's offensive assets in at a lower level. And if you don't have any of those, you're just going to have to bid higher. I mean, precision pairs hate to face the auction of club 3 spades. So maybe that's what you do with a hand that should just be passing. Okay, 2 clubs is artificial 8 or more high card points. That's weird. That's very weird. So 2-no, 3-no. Or maybe 2-no Stamen, if North can bid Stamen. What's West supposed to lead? Jake Loans is clicking through stats on Love Bridge, I assume. 1 no trump is not a good opening bid. That's really funny. I think everyone would agree that 1 no trump is the best opening bid in Bridge. You want to open it with as many hands as possible. Alright, 3 clubs, Stamen. Or Stay Club. Stay Club, everyone. Three no from South. I'll pass. Wait, what's 3 no? That's not a response to Stamen. Hold on, let's go back. I guess it's fine. But North could be unlimited, right? Yeah, I don't know about this 3 no bit. What if North was planning to Smolin? Then what? How do you feel now, South? West decides to lead a heart. So 4 hearts, 3 clubs-ish. I guess actually only 2 clubs. You don't have enough entries. I mean, this could go down. The other table got to 3 diamonds, which is not the place they wanted to end up. So 2 rounds of clubs ducked. Bramley knows to preserve his ace. Now what? It's going to be uncomfortable when you find out that hearts are 5-1. Declare decides to duck a diamond. I mean, I think this is a decent play. So West is going to go up with the jack, and that's going to make Declare's life a lot easier. Now she can work on the diamond suit instead of anything else. Like, if we run 4 rounds of hearts, even if they happen to split 4-2 instead of 5-1, what do we do next? Do we then take a diamond finesse? Like, if we were planning to do that, we may as well duck a diamond now, right? So, diamond to the jack. Well, West has gone ace of spades, spade, so that is going to spell the end for the defense. Bramley's just thinking, would partner do this with ace-jack, 3rd of spades? I don't think so. So he decides to duck. But yeah, another diamond. So West could have made things really difficult on Declare by continuing hearts because it would mess with the communication. I don't know what Declare's best plan would have been if West had continued hearts rather than switching to ace and a spade. Because if you hop up with the heart king to play the 10 of diamonds, then you've cost yourself a heart trick. And if you don't do that, then you block the hearts and you might never get back to the south hand to run the diamond suit. But at this point, Declare is in the clear. Clubs 5-2, so there's no way to get over to the ace of clubs. Not that it would matter if you could. Declare's just going to make 10 tricks. Even if West ducks this, 10 of diamonds holds, heart to the jack, ace of diamonds diamond, and eventually get back to the spade king to catch the long diamond as well as your hearts. All right, 10 diamonds holds, heart to the jack. Ace of diamonds diamond, pitching hearts from the north hand, and we are completely safe. Oh boy. We've gone 10 of clubs. I guess this also works. Yeah, this works out just fine as well. Once the 10 of diamonds holds, now you have an extra entry to set up the clubs. So 10 tricks. Well done. I guess we also could have just cashed out 10 tricks. Maybe that's a bit... I can't count. That's the problem that we're dealing with right now. But apparently neither can declare. So 10 imps going the way of Caprera on that one. They're now only backed by 22. Pass, pass. One no. Good opening bid. Even if Lovebridge says it's not. And then is West supposed to invite? Non-vulnerable game. Partners open a no trump in third seat. You have a flat 8, no aces. Very little in the way of spot cards. I think this is just going to be a 1-no all pass. 15 to 17. This doesn't feel like one of these 8 to 9 high card point invites. Like, even if you catch a spade fit, are you really that excited about Queen Doubleton of clubs? 3 small hearts. Two clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 no. And what does Bramley do? 4 triple 3, but a couple of aces. Some okay spot cards. Partnership style is to invite all 8s. West style might be to invite all 8s. I don't think East is inviting all 8s. KNR is giving the West hand like a 5. It might. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, 2 kings are good. But this is not a full 8 high card points, I don't believe. Bramley accepts the game try. He's counting on the value of those 9s in the round suits. So South will lead a heart. Probably low. Okay, 10 of hearts. Isn't that what Goran taught, to invite all 8s? I don't know. I have no idea. Like I said, I never had a bridge teacher, so Goran never taught me. Now, second question, does this make? Because the defense gets 3 hearts and a club from here. But the diamonds are favorable, like very favorable. Oh, 1 no is 16 to 18? Is that why people invite all 8s? That would make sense. You need 25 high card points to make 3 no trump, so 8 plus 17 if your partner accepts is enough. All right, what is Bramley going to do? He's got a heart trick. He's got 2 diamonds and 2 spades and a club. That gets him up to 6. He needs 3 more tricks somewhere. KNR rates the West hand at 7.25. Thanks for doing the math. I don't know. I might just lead a club towards the queen. If we can get 2 extra club tricks, then we're in good shape for something to go right. We might be able to squeeze someone. We can decide on taking the diamond finesse later. We would have to decide what to do if South plays low on a club towards the queen, but I think it's one of those plays that is often likely to work well against a weaker player, that they'll frequently just hop up with the king here to cash their long heart. I mean, in this case, South just has to hop up with the king. But like if South had king third or king 10 third, a good South might play low. All right, Jack of Hearts. We can pitch a spade from both hands. Then win the club return, run the clubs, pitching 2 diamonds, cash a couple spades, diamond to the king, and then we're in a position where we can guess whether to take the diamond finesse or something else. So looks like Bramley is on his way to making it. Is it the same Kaplan? I don't know what you mean by Kaplan. KNR is... yeah, I guess it is Kaplan. Kaplan and Rubens, right? It's not the same Kaplan. Not the same Kaplan that just won the USA 1 trials, I mean. Edgar Kaplan is the one who did Kaplan and Rubens. Wouldn't be caught dead. There he is. Adam's been lurking, waiting for his time to pounce. And he found it. All right. Cleaning apartment, saw the mention. Nope. You had to clear your name. Yeah, that's right, Jake. You should be sorry. I'm just joking. All right, well, Bramley doesn't really have an option anymore to pick up this hand. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's just nothing to do other than take the diamond finesse in this ending. Thanks for the gift sub, Jake. Appreciate the support. Cooper's superior bidding judgment has earned the imps. That is correct. Oh my god! You jinxed it! No! Oh no, Bart! Oops. Well, that did not work out for them. I don't know. What did he see? I wasn't paying that careful attention. I don't know. I don't know about that line of play. Oopsies. Well, this is getting ridden up in Kit's corner, is it? Oh boy, we're going over round clock. So someone's going to be eating into their extra allotted time. Remember, all the teams or all the partnerships get 10 minutes of like grace time before they get penalized. 21 count. He thought Anne didn't have the spade queen, so that would mean North couldn't have the diamond queen, or North would have opened or something like that. That could be, or North would have bid. Yeah, it's very possible. This is always the difficulty with with commentary, that I can't necessarily pay attention to everything that's happening. Will says teams get 10 minutes grace for the event. Oh, it's for the entire event? I thought it was every single match you got a 10-minute grace period. Okay, Kaplan says per match. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. Yeah, it's 10 minutes per 2-day match. So over 120 boards, both North-South and East-West have 10 minutes of extra time on their clock that they can use, and they won't be penalized. Yeah. Good clarification. Two-no by Bramley, 20-21. It was a good 21, right? Other table ends up making 5 in this contract. Looks like Declarer is also going to do quite well with basically everything working. Hearts are 3-3. Why have 10 minutes grace? Why not make each round a minute 40 seconds longer? I think this is fine. I still think they need to jack up the time penalties like no other. Oh, and Raj says each pair actually gets something like an hour and 5 minutes on their clocks for the round. So there's a lot of extra grace period. Thank you all for clarifying conditions of contest, because I was not going to read through that giant document, and it's much easier if you're just sitting there playing to know what all you get allotted. So let's see what happens here. We can run the hearts and exit queen and a spade. 12 tricks. And the clock doesn't even start for the first 10 seconds. This is amazing that they only give out 3/4 of an imp time penalty when you go over. If you get all of this extra time. That's just crazy. And you get an extra free second or something per bid and play. This is insane. This is like these chess clocks with the delay. You know, like at the big tournaments, your time control, it's like you get 30 seconds to make a move before your time even starts ticking. For the classical games. What all happened here? Did South like pitch the club king at some point? So North is just squeezed on this trick? What? Did I miss something crazy happening? Oh, it went club to the queen and king, and South didn't return a club. Okay, I see what happened. No, we're all good. So Declare could have played this for a frozen club suit and declined the ability to do so, but made 12 tricks anyway. Raj says that the time penalties do escalate, but they do start out relatively low impact. Okay. Well, that was a set. 28-26. So Bramley picks up 25 straight imps, I guess, is what happened. And then they lost 28 in a row, and then they pick up one on the last board. What a back and forth match. This one could be exciting tomorrow. But overall, Millens, with the sponsor sitting out this segment, dominated 82-7. Dinkin and Lee, with the sponsor sitting out, Dinkin has now lost 10 imps. Oh, Joan played in this one? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, Dinkin also played? Okay, well, there's so much variance in that Dinkin Diamond system, but like, this is not good news for Team Abernathy if they're behind 75 imps in a segment like this. Henner against Chow. Chow still maintains a 60 imp lead. They've been crushing in that match. Guy against Gu. They're up by 45. Guy has also won every set so far. Digging against Lewis looks really close. I think we'll probably check in on them this set. It's only 16 imps, and they are... Both teams have scored over 100 imps so far. Yeah, this is a pretty low-scoring match, Guy against Gu. But I think we'll check out Ding against Lewis. Every table's on break. We got about 8 minutes left until the next segment. I'm not that familiar with either of the teams. I mean, I do know Compton, of course. Chris Compton is on this team. I think he frequently plays with Hong Ding in some of these big team events at Nationals. I do know Tom and Jenny Carmichael. I know Diza and Itabashi. But Paul and Linda Lewis, I'm sure I've played against them a handful of times in the past, but not as familiar with them as players. But that looks like a close matchup. Bramley Caprera down here, also going to be hard fought if some of those mistakes keep happening from the Bramley team. But man, 82-7. Okay, we need to look at this. Let's break down what happened in this set during the break. First board, North-South got to 4 hearts. This was the one that I thought there might have been some chance Declare could go down. Actually, we watched Declare go down at our table. But King of Clubs, Ace of Clubs, if you lead Ace from Ace King, this is going to show the doubleton. So KDR, Ruffs, Heart to Dummy, Ruffs the 6 of Clubs with the Jack of Hearts, now pulls trumps, taking a hook. Whoa! Oh my god! What a beast! Look at this! The 10 of Hearts comes up on the first round of the suit, and then he just ruffs with the Jack of Hearts and takes a second round heart finesse. What a beast! Now he pitches spades, cashes the Diamond Queen. West has already pitched a diamond, so he doesn't need to take another second round finesse in the diamond suit. This one is marked. Diamond to the 9, cashes the spade ace, but East holds on to the Jack of Diamonds, so he makes 11 tricks here. Well played. At the other table, what happened? West gets off to a singleton diamond lead, and I wonder if this causes Declare some problems, because knowing about the Ace-King doubleton of clubs actually helps Declare out quite a bit. So diamond to the queen, Ace of Hearts, King of Hearts, gets the bad news, now plays a diamond. Oh, to the king. Uh-oh. He could have made 6. Oh, yeah. That's true. He could have Vienna Co'd the Ace of Spades and then taken a heart finesse. Maybe he wasn't that confident that the 8 of Hearts was winning. But yes. Yeah, good point, Kevin. That's really funny. Yeah, so the 10 of diamonds is denying the Jack here. declare could play a diamond to the 9. So at that point, but now when the king of diamonds gets ruffed, you're in some deep trouble. West now decides to try and cash some clubs. You just meant before the diamond queen, East would be squeezed. Oh my god, wait, was there a cool squeeze that happened? Did I miss it? Let me jump back over there in a second. Ace of diamonds, pitch a spade. Yeah, this is just over at this point. And Shan, of course, knows exactly what's going on. Let's force dummy. Win the club queen and then put a spade through. Down 2. Brutal. Okay, what was this? What was this thing? So heart to the ace, club ruff high, heart to the 8, king of hearts, queen of hearts. Oh, yeah, no, you're so right. Spade to the ace, diamond to the queen. He could have done that right here. Yep. Spade to the ace, diamond to the queen. If he was confident about what's going on, and I think he should be, right? West has bid spades and has never played a spade on this hand, so West has at most one card outside of spades at this end position. Spade to the ace, diamond to the queen. Sloppy, KD. Sloppy. I don't think he cares. They won 75 imps on the set. 6 diamonds versus 3 no trump. What happened on this one? Now, was 6 diamonds actually a good contract? I was kind of thinking no on these cards. A diamond, a no trump, game forcing relay. Look at this. 2 clubs, less than 16. Two diamonds, artificial asking. 2 hearts, still many hands. It's, yeah, I mean, Cecilia probably could, like, type out, it's either this or this or this or this, but that would take up too much room. Asking. 3 diamonds, 3 spades, 6 diamonds, 4-0. 3 hearts asking. 3 spades, 3, 4, 6, 0 shape. 4 hearts, key card in diamonds, but a special key card because North is marked with a club void. 4 spades, even number of key cards. So South knows that partner has this shape with 2 aces. And decides to take a gamble at 6 diamonds. Let's see how Cecilia handles the play. Well, a spade lead makes things a little bit easier. She can just duck this, setting up her queen of spades. Now a spade comes back, so plenty of time to ruff a couple of hearts in the south hand. No issues anymore. Unblock the heart king. King of diamonds. Club ruff. Heart ruff. Club ruff. Heart ruff. Club ruff high. Oh, West showed out. Pull the trumps. 12 tricks. 7 clubs versus 6 clubs. Oh my god. They're just eating them alive. So this was the previous board. They get to 3 no trump. A diamond, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, 3 no. I mean, how can you blame them for an auction like this? So the next hand, North-South got to 6 clubs on this one. We saw the match we were watching. Pairs were getting to 5 clubs on this hand. So 6 clubs is nice, but 7 clubs is a lot better. 1 club strong, 1 no trump, 12 to 14 balanced, or maybe 18 plus lull. 2 no, Stamen-ish. 3 clubs, artificial, 4 hearts, not 4 spades. South bids 3 spades, natural. Has South showed clubs? 3 no, I think 3 spades means we're off the rails. 6 clubs. South showed clubs, finally. Like, actually fine if you're in an undiscussed partnership or, like, not solid footing territory, then 6 clubs means we're off the rails. Well, they got to a slam. Unfortunately for them, they're facing off against one of the best pairs in the event. So 1 club, 2+ by South, a diamond showing hearts, a spade at least unbalanced, showing spades and clubs, forcing. 3 no trump by North, 4 clubs. All right, we've showed our shape basically. I think South could have bid 4 spades here to show 6-5, but South thought his hand was too good, so that's why he didn't bid 4 spades. So he might have been nervous that they could be missing a better spade fit, but he bids 4 clubs. 4 diamonds cubed. 5 no, pick a slam, 6 clubs, 7 clubs. Hey, at least someone didn't jump to the 7 level over a 5 no, pick a slam bid. We've seen that twice already. 2 times 5 no, pick a slam. Okay, 7 spades. Wait, partner, hold on, slow down. I meant pick a small slam. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty sensible, but from South. And then we kind of talked about how 2-2 clubs or 4-2 spades is basically all you need. Let's see how Kevin handled the play. Wins the 8 of clubs, plays the second club, and now just needs to be able to ruff a spade. So spade rough high, heart rough high, pull the last trump, and claim you get 2 discards on the red suits. But man, back to back to back, double-digit swings. So on this one, North-South got to 4 hearts. This was a tricky hand to play. West did get off to the Queen of Spades lead like we saw at our table. So Queen of Spades around to the ace, spade up to the king, club to the queen, West wins, cashes the diamond ace, and backs a club. All right, Kevin, what are you doing on this trick? 10 of clubs, king of clubs. Up with the king. He learned this from me. I tell you. I have a video proving it. I think. It's somewhere in my video repository. All right, spade rough. Declare finds out about the bad trump split and decides not to mess around. Just kidding. Decides to mess around. King of hearts. Diamond rough. Well, it doesn't matter at this point. He just has a long trump. Hey, Anonymous, thanks so much for the $38.58 donation. I assume that is a different currency, but I appreciate the support. Oh, it was not a different currency. We were just trying to get a bunch of 69s. Nice. Into the donation bar. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. So what happened in the other room? North-South got to 3 no trump. How did they miss a heart fit? 1 no, 10 to 13. God, please stop playing these weak no trumps vulnerable, everyone. 2 no minors. 3 clubs, forcing with hearts, and South forgot, I guess. South forgot that 3 clubs showed hearts, so South bid 3 no. Cecilia, probably best female player in the US. I mean, I've been making a case for her best female player world. But yeah, I mean, she's very good. There's a lot of good female players out there, but she is among them. She has been kind of competitive with the best in the world for over a decade. I mean, probably 2 decades is what I would say. Like, the first time I met her, she won a big junior event when I was playing in college. That was so long ago. 3 no trump. Queen of Spades lead. Man, everyone's just leading the Queen of Spades against everything. I guess that's the normal lead from the West Hand. Well, Declare appears not to have too many tricks in this contract. So Ace of Spades, club, ducked, 10, jack, club return. Sure. Ace of diamonds, club. No, Joan, come on. Don't do this. Joan knocks out her entry and then sets up her long suit. Well, fortunately this time partner has the diamond queen, so there's nothing that Declare can do to score a ninth trick. Defense gets the last two. Down one. So that was back to back to back, but they still had more hits coming later. Board 42, East-West got to 4 spades. They went down. Oh no. Club to the king and ace. Declare just lays down the spade ace. But is this enough for the contract to go down, or can Declare still make it? Wow. I don't understand laying down the ace of spades. All right, the 10 of clubs comes to pitch a heart. Now a heart. Split. Up with the ace. 10 of hearts back to the king. Queen of clubs. Rough with the 9 of spades. Discard. Now the jack of spades. Holding. Diamond. Okay. Diamond. Rough. Heart back. But now, yeah, North just gets in and forces Declare with the last heart. Oh my god. What a disaster. And meanwhile, in the other room, a club, 2 clubs natural. Disgusting. Double by West. 3-0. And there's no problem in that contract. Spades 5-0, no issue. There was still even one more giant swing, though. One no trump in the East making 5, so this hand, East had a 16 count, opens a diamond, could be short, a spade, a no trump, 14-16. What happened in the other room? North opened a no trump. Oh god, no, please, please, this is what you deserve for playing this. One no trump unfavorable mini no trump, 10-13. You had this coming. Now, is South supposed to run? I really don't know. I've never played this thing. I probably should play like a bunch more conventions. I mean, if I wanted to actually get into competitive bridge again, I would need to play a bunch more of these conventions to find out when they're good and bad. Or study them. Gross. And how was the defense? Precision. Club to the king, setting up a bunch of tricks. Jack of hearts to the ace. Jack of hearts to the ace. King of hearts. Heart. Ace of clubs. Diamond to the king. Oh my god. Diamond to the queen and ace. Cash a club. Cash another club. Jack of diamonds. Spade to the king. Spade back to the ace. North is fortunate to get a trick at the end. 800. 12 more imps to millions. Wow. Alright, where are we going? It looks like the next segment started. I said maybe we would watch Ding and Lewis. Let's do that. Sorry we missed the first board. Play transfers over the opponent's penalty double. Let me look at which table we want to watch. Let's stick in this room. Let me try and pull up the other room and some convention cards, and we'll get underway. Two spades by South. Good hand. Sometimes you have to have a maximum. 2 no trump overcall by West. It's 15. 2 spade stoppers potentially. You probably have to do something with that hand. So this seems practical. East, of course, bumps to game with a 6th of diamonds. And how are they going to do? It might depend on North's opening lead. I mean, a heart lead, of course, blows a trick immediately. But Compton does get off to a spade lead, partnered bid spades for a reason. All right, now let me finish pulling up convention cards. Ding and Lewis. Aha! 2-over-1 game forcing partnerships. That's excellent. So spade to the jack. Queen of spades. West should definitely take this trick. Okay, can we get to 9 if we don't use the diamonds? 2 diamonds, let's say 3 hearts, a spade, and 3 clubs would do it. But yeah, at this point we can't. And at this point we've lost access to the diamonds anyway. I think this is a reasonable line of play. Club to the queen, you don't really expect South to have the king of clubs for the preempt to go with the king, queen, jack of spades. I mean, they might, but that would not be percentage. So club back, Compton wins the jack, and I suspect we'll just play back a club, get out of his hand. He's probably a little bit confused about why Declare hasn't gone after diamonds, but he should be able to work out that Declare must have stiff king. Otherwise, they definitely would go after diamonds. So let's see. Declare has 2 clubs, 2 hearts, and a diamond from here, which is 8 tricks. No, that's 7 tricks. You can score an extra heart by playing a heart to the 9. But there's just no way to get up to a 9th. So it looks like this is going to go down. Meanwhile, in the other room, we have the exact same auction. And Declare appears to be in pretty good shape over there. North is getting stepping stoned in the end position in the other room. So I didn't follow the defense all that carefully, but looks like Declare did very well to end up making 3 no trump at that table. All right, good defense by North-South to beat 3 no trump. Unfortunate lie of the cards for Declare, and unfortunate line of play, but this looks like it's going to be a game swing. So West opens a spade. 12 count. No bid from North. That's a lot of spades for East, hearing partner open a spade. I don't think we should splinter in clubs. Even though... Okay, well, I also don't think we should be bidding 4 spades with a limit raise. But... teach his own. So I would probably recommend 2 no trump on the East cards. Like, splinters tend to show, you know, shortness in that suit, which East has, short clubs. But the feel of a splinter is something that's like, you know, king fourth of spades, ace queen fourth of hearts, ace fourth of diamonds, stiff club. That is not what this hand looks like. Your partner's really not going to play you for nothing outside of the spade suit and everything inside the spade suit when you splinter. So even if it's descriptive, I think this is so far to the edge of what a splinter is supposed to look like that your partner's not going to be able to evaluate properly. Oh, do we get to play our favorite game? Is Debbie Rosenberg going to open the West hand? That's a good question. I don't know. I think the answer is yes, if she's in and sitting West. Okay, also important question. Is 4 spades just going down on this defense? Because I think the answer to that is yes. North-South take 2 hearts and switch to diamonds. Well, that's not great. I mean, it looks like there's no way for Declare to make this. Even if North had let a club at trick 1, it wouldn't have helped. I mean, a diamond at trick 1 from North would help. All right, club switch from Compton. Definitely want to play a low one. Forced your partner to cover the queen. Even if West had the jack of clubs, it would be useless for a discard unless West also had the 10 of hearts. But then South probably wouldn't have cashed a second heart if they weren't looking at the 10. All right, ace, king of spades, diamond hook, 1 down in 4 spades. We see the same auction in the other room, but at the other table, they're playing precision, which makes a lot of sense. Now with the East hand, it's a lot less likely that you're missing a slam. So you can kind of be a bit more liberal about your 1 of major, 4 of a major raises in precision. Debbie is South, you checked. Okay. We don't get to play our favorite game show. All right, 4 spades down 1. East has to be pretty disappointed about that result, putting down all of those high trumps. But just nothing to be done. What? No. We have to undo now. No, you can't. No, no. Guys, please get the director back in here. This needs to be an undo because Declare claimed, or someone claimed, that it was just down 1, and now somehow suddenly we're down 2. That's not what it is. We can't allow this. We need to get this fixed. Like, West was flustered when the claim got declined, or whatever it was, and, like, just discarded from dummy rather than roughing. Like, I don't even know if it was misclick or not a misclick, but she didn't... It wasn't that she thought her 9 of clubs was high. She just, like, she had claimed, thought the hand was over, the opponent's rejected. Like, yeah, that's not fair. We need to get that rolled back. Hopefully. Hopefully. But we'll see what happens. So we'll probably get a couple of imps up on the scorecard. 3 imps for the time being. The mixed is wild. Yeah, it is sometimes. It could make a difference in the match, for sure. It's a very close match. Oh, you were looking at a few sets to see how many boards were in the same contract. Most weren't the same strain. That's true. It's been all over the place. A diamond, pass, a spade. 2 club overcall. I love the 2 club overcall. We finally get a 6-card suit. Good texture. That 9 of clubs is an important card. You got shortness in one of the enemy suits. Perfect 2 club overcall. Support double. How does South feel about the Club King as a value on this auction? It's like Ace King 5th of spades, 5-3-3-2. South bids 2 spades. Looks good to me. So North has extras. North will definitely bid something. I expect 3 clubs is a reasonable bid. North just wants to game force. He bids 3 hearts. I mean, come on, Chris. Why don't we just bid 3 no trump and get it over with, if that's how you really feel about the hand? Like, I'm pretty sure that North is just trying to declare as many strains as possible. So, the 3 hearts, a little bit of an unusual bid there. The other table is in 4 spades. No overcall from West in the other room. That's crazy. South bids 3 no. What? Well, this is going to pass out, I'm sure. I mean, North has an extra club stopper now. South said no trump. South hasn't showed a 5th spade. Right? Your partner made a support double. Sometimes South just rebids their 4-card spade suit because they don't know what else to do. I mean, this is going to go great for Declare. Club lead, you just knock out the diamond ace. You have 5 spades, 4 diamonds, 2 clubs, and a heart. That's 12 tricks off the top. 3-0 is a match point victory if they don't lead hearts at trick 1. I mean, it might be even if they do lead hearts at trick 1. Yeah, the other table looks pretty likely to make 12 tricks as well, but they're playing in spades. They got the same club lead, and Declare just pulled trumps and is going to knock out the diamond ace. All the same. Wait, we just cashed the 9 of diamonds? I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's all good. That's a funny play, though. Against 6 no, you get the King of Hearts lead. You're right about that. Or, well, hold on. We should preface this with, like, in the open event, you would get the King of Hearts lead against 6 no trump, because we saw earlier today someone who was on lead with the ace of the opponent's suit and a side king queen just, like, led... I don't even remember what they led. They led their partner's suit or something. And And so 6 diamonds doubled came rolling home at 2 different tables for that reason. It's probably a good idea to set up your second defensive trick against a doubled slam. I'm just saying, like, I'm throwing this idea out there. So East gets to open. We're playing 2/1, yay. So we get to open our natural 1 diamond bid. That juicy 4-card diamond suit. A diamond, a heart. 2 hearts. All pass. I don't think Compton's going to be tempted at this vulnerability to come back into the auction. Oh, no, not again. One of these guys? How is it that everyone in the mixed is playing a weak no trump? It's like every table. This is actually every... Oh, thank God. I looked at their convention card. It is weak when not vulnerable. This team's going to go far in this event. I'm telling you. Lewis... They're my pick to win the thing now. They're playing a strong no trump when vulnerable. Yeah, now North's going to come in diamonds. Play 12 to 14, any vulnerability, you cowards. We saw that didn't go great in the Millens match. I mean, of course, they were playing 10 to 13. Maybe that's the problem. It's a problem with the range. Oh my God. West just... Oh, I'm sorry. They played... I forgot this was a weak no trump. I'm still staring at this, like, thinking this is a strong no trump auction. I'm like, man, West has a pretty good hand off this strong no trump and a heart fit, especially with the diamond shortness. I mean, you might even still supposed to be to raise with this hand. Oh my God, Chris. No, 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 no. That is not the bid. What did we learn? Don't compete for part scores at imps. I mean, how bad is this actually going to be? There's 3 hearts now. Ah, good. Yeah, ace 4th of clubs. Not a deterrent. But the stiff diamond, I suppose. I mean, it looks like it was only going to be down 1. In 3 clubs, or 3 diamonds. Alright, diamond lead. What does Declare have to lose? You got a diamond loser, you got a couple of hearts to lose, and then some handling charges. But maybe 10 tricks. Maybe only 9. I mean, I'm certain that anywhere from 6 to 11 tricks is possible on this hand. We'll have to keep an eye on the Traveler. Now it's going to be hard to make more than 10. So heart to the queen, heart to the ace, heart. Pulling all the trumps. Declare gets to rough what... South forgot to continue pulling trumps. Oh, that's okay. Declare did it for them. Nope, we're all good. Oh, this is going to be a long week of bridge. Sometimes I just stop mid-sentence. I mean, well, the players force me to stop. They don't do the thing that I'm expecting. Oh my god, dude, the mosquito bites are popping up all over. I am getting itchy all over my entire arm. This is not going to go well this week. Now Compton's just confused because he's like, well, first off, I'm confused why partner didn't return a trump. I mean, we're looking at the same dummy. Second of all, why did Declare play a second trump, allowing me to pull a third trump? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm sure he's just going to return a heart, but this looks silly to him. I don't know. I mean, what else can he be thinking about? Spade to the ace, spade ruff, maybe? I guess. That's something he's thinking about. He finally decided against it. Alright, heart. Declare wins. Well, North's stiff spade is going to be marked. I don't think it means a whole lot, but Declare should be able to pick off the spades for 3 tricks. You know, North did come in with 2 diamonds and then bid 3 clubs later. So spade to the jack and ace, spade to the 10. Like, you can even play a spade to the king if you want to safety play it. Yeah, it's still making. This is one of the most disappointing results I've ever seen. At the other table, East-West got to a no-trump and went down. So it looks like East-West did a lot better here, finding their heart fit. Why would we want to make a safety play? That's a great point. You know, if only we could go, like, ruff a diamond somehow at this point, and then go ace of clubs, ruff a club, and maybe South gets squeezed in the pointed suits. I don't see how that's possible on this auction, but... Alright, East claimed 9 tricks. Well done. They earned 5 imps to Lewis. Lewis is back up by 7. I do wonder if we're going to see an adjustment on that 4 spades board, or if we're not. I think we really should. But you never quite know what happened at the table. This hand looks fun. So pass by South. 1 no trump by West. Here it comes. 1 no trump by West. Yep. I can feel it. 1 no. Okay, 1 club by West. 2 plus. The thing that's kind of uncomfortable to me about opening this hand a club, I mean, I don't love a no trump with small doubleton, like we don't have the positional stoppers. But if we open a club and partner bids a spade, what are we supposed to do with this West hand? If you rebid 2 club, oh, isn't 1 no 12 to 14? Wait, great point. No, we're vulnerable. We're vulnerable. This time we play strong no trumps. Vulnerable. We've solved the problem. But yeah, club a spade. So like, how do we feel on this auction? We can't really bid 3 clubs, I don't think. It's a 13 count. Like, we do have tricks, but it's like, it's maybe a little bit light. But 2 clubs, our partner's not going to play us for all this playing strength. So the hand kind of feels like it's well described with the no trump in terms of trick-taking power. I mean, I can definitely see a club of spade 3 clubs. I can definitely see a club of spade 2 clubs. I think I would solve my problem with just opening a no trump on the West hand. Partner knows our strength, and then hopefully it's not an issue that partner stoppers and the pointed suits are getting led through. Well, A club, a spade, two clubs is what's been chosen at the table. So 2 diamonds, artificial, game force. Now it's time for us to just bid a slam. So what, 6 clubs on the west hand? Is that like a good bid right here? I mean, honestly, yes. I think so. But we'll see if they can manage to get there. The other table stopped in 3 now. I mean, one of the nice things about bidding 2 clubs is if the auction proceeds like this, now we can just make slam try, slam try, slam try, slam try. Like, we have a maximum with tricks. 3 no by partner. So partner should be minimum. So partner shouldn't have a hand that looks like this for this 3 no call. Because if partner has extras, they should probably, you know, go looking in case we could have a perfect hand. I mean, I don't know what partner's hand looks like, but so I think West passing 3 no trump probably makes sense. Maybe 3 clubs denied a good 2 club rebid. That's possible too. Yeah, maybe West should have bid 2 hearts with this hand over 2 diamonds. That's also a little bit awkward because what do we do then if partner raises to 3 hearts? So I don't know. I mean, it would be, this is, so I guess maybe this is another problem with a club, a spade, 2 clubs. Like, we kind of got trapped and partner felt like their 17 count was not good enough to make a slam try. Right? We just have this massive source of tricks here, and we've never told our partner about it. Yeah, I'm not sure I blame East. I mean, East is looking at, what, 1 key card in clubs? For a slam to make, your partner would have to have 2 key cards or 3 key cards and the trump queen. That's an awful lot to ask for a 2 club rebid. The 1 no opener would have solved the problem on this hand because we show 15 to 17. Our partner has a 17 count. Partner's just going to drive to slam. Now, are we going to get to the wrong slam? Maybe. I mean, maybe we end up in 6 no trump, so maybe it doesn't actually solve the problem on this hand. But at least we would have a chance. I mean, a club, a spade, 3 clubs would have done the job. Two spades by West. Pass by North. Maybe Chris leads his singleton against 6 clubs. Was there a singleton to lead? I didn't see. Oh, we're spades 5-1 with the ace of spades in South? Oh my god. Wait, so 6 clubs goes down. I didn't even realize. All right, 2 no trump asking over 2 spades. This is gonna be like a bad. I guess it depends what your weak 2s are. They say 5 to 10, but often that depends on seed and vulnerability. Oh, just kidding. Looks like they're playing feature. Is that true? Nothing is marked on their card. So 2 no trump feature, 3 hearts feature. I mean, 4 spades. I don't really know what else to do with the East hand now. You found the exact card you're looking for, the King of Hearts. What? Are we about to play in a 4-2 fit? Oh, South, please don't double. Please. Please don't double. Oh my god! Guys! No! These are the best mixed teams that the US has to offer. So one of these teams may well represent us at the Wuhan Cup. New partnership unpracticed. I mean, this is like a husband and wife that have been playing together for like 30 years. The worst part is that West has to play it. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. I feel so bad if I misbid and my partner is the one that has to declare the hand. Like, if I get to a 2-1 fit, I'm okay with it if I declare the hand. I'm just like, this is my punishment. I have to struggle through the 2-1 fit and try and get out for down 6. But when partner has to play it, I feel awful. Yeah, Bailey and Rubenstein are the best on paper. East can't see partner's hand, might not know the problem yet. That's true. That is very true. Well, South didn't put in the Jack of Clubs, so Queen of Clubs is going to hold. That's a trick for declare. Oh, just kidding. Queen of Clubs is not going to hold. I mean, declare could still make this if the Queen of Diamonds was on side and the Jack of Hearts was dropping in 3 rounds. King of Hearts, spade to the king, ace, queen of hearts, but declare is about to get the bad news. You think Paul's doing a little celebration dance? Like, oh yeah, we found our 4-4 heart fit after partner preempted 2 spades. We are so good. I don't even understand the 4 heart bid from East. Because I'm certain that they know what feature means. Feature is just an ace or king. So, I mean, could East really have been thinking that playing a 4-3 heart fit was best? Or did East think that partner's 3 hearts promised a 4 card suit with a feature? I don't know. Oh man, the diamond got roughed. He wanted to offer a 4 fit. So 4 hearts was just pass or correct. Like if partner has 4 hearts, then we're golden. Otherwise, partner's going to correct to 4 spades. All right, is declare going to handle the endgame properly here? Needs to decide which... Oh, now doesn't need to decide which black suit winner to cash. Spade to the ace, spade pitching a club. And South gets end played. Nope. Declare has mispicked the ending. Queen of clubs roughed. Now exit a spade. Feature is just an ace or king, but not according to Australian directors since 2018. All right, spade, roughed, and over roughed. So this is down 3. 5 imps to ding as 4 spades went down in the other room. Oh my. I guess there's 2 clubs, a diamond, and a spade to lose if the defense cashes out. Oh, but also you can't pitch on the hearts, right? You just don't have enough time. All right, board 53, North opens a diamond, 15 count, clear 1 no trump opener, pass. Well, this time they're not going to have any trouble. A diamond, pass, a heart, pass, 3 hearts, and North-South get to game. Oh, that's brutal, Brad. They opened 2 spades and showed a club feature, but the feature was a singleton. All right, a diamond, a heart. 3 hearts from Compton. I mean, unless he's going to bid 3 no. Okay, he decides to bid 4 clubs. He thinks his hand is even good enough to just game force. Now, short wom hearts. Short wom hearts. How does South feel about their hand? Because, you know, partner's game forcing. I mean, the ace fourth of clubs is not the worst holding. Stiff diamond opposite your partner's suit. Partner hasn't necessarily promised diamonds. They could be 4x1 with like a 20 count. The hands kind of fit together. The 10 of hearts could be a good card. The 10-9 of spades could be useful. South just decides to sign off, though. West leads a spade. I think a trump is pretty clear from the West hand. Your partner is completely broke. A spade lead is just always picking off your queen. I mean, a trump lead probably gives away the hand as well, but I think you just want to get out of your hand as soon as possible. Lead a trump. If declare happens to have the heart ace, then you're probably getting in and you can exit a 3rd trump. It also cuts down on club roughs in the dummy. So, anyway, a spade around to the 10. Now what does declare want to do? I suppose we could lead a diamond. Try and set up some diamond roughs in our hand. So diamond ducked. West hops up with the ace. Don't win a trick if you don't know what you're going to do next. I mean, there's just not much for West to do. I suppose at this point we just play back a diamond for lack of anything better. Is an ace the new form of ducking? I think in Bridge 2.0 we're making aces low because they only have 1 pip on the spot card. So it would make sense for the 2 to be double an ace. It's just a much higher card. But we should probably make some very complex rules so that no one can understand the game. Like, the ace of trumps is actually saddled in between the queen and jack of a suit for where its rank lies. But the ace of every other suit is just low, except spades, but only when spades are not trumps, then the ace is between the 5 and 6. If 1 no is 15 to 17, 2 no must be 30 to 34. It could be. It is twice as big. We need jokers in bridge. Now you're thinking. All right, 10 of hearts, heart to the jack. Are we roughing another diamond? Looks like the answer is yes. No beer for us today. Seven no trump is about 37, therefore 1 no trump requires only 5 to 6. But 7 no trump is basically like 13 no trump, so 1 no trump, which is 7, would be about half that. So we would actually need like 18 or so, or 19 for 1 no. Bridgelatro crossover event when? I would like a Bridge Gelato crossover event where we just play bridge and eat gelato. That sounds lovely. Back to the 16 to 18 1-no openers. All right, pass by East. South gets to open a diamond. 17 count. This is probably too good for a strong no trump. And wildly illegal. Okay, what do we do as West? Thoughts. I'm asking for a friend. West has decided to pass. I think that's a good decision. But wouldn't you be tempted? I mean, look at the texture of those hearts and spades. 10-9 7 6th? King Jack 10 5th? I mean, I honestly might overcall on the West hand with one of a major. I haven't decided which major, but I feel like I might do something on the West cards. A 7 loser hand and a singleton diamond, perfect for a takeout double, has been called. 2 diamonds inverted, forcing for 1 round. 3 clubs by South. North is going to bid 3 no trump, just like any good pro player would. And then I think South might leave it there. And how does that do? Oh my god! North bid 3 hearts. No way! What kind of a pro player are you, Chris? You can't just let your partner bid 3 no. I mean, partner's not gonna bid 3 no. Not on this hand. 3 spades! South is even trying to get partner to bid 3 now. Double. Okay, well, now we have a problem. Now I guess North is... Oh my god, redouble. Is this ending the auction? I mean, it's kind of crazy that West would have to lead the King of Spades against 3 now. North found a good auction to try and get partner to declare. All right, South bids 4 clubs, so North is just going to decide how many diamonds to bid. I mean, maybe we can go through key card if possible. North has bid 4 diamonds, hopefully forcing. He's crossing his fingers, please forcing. And I think South is just going to bid 5. I don't know if South has showed extra values, but I'm also not certain if South has extra values. I mean, it is 17, but there's like this smattering of 6 high card points, which are of questionable validity in the major suits. And the 5 level does require extra values or shape as well. All right. West is on lead. Do you lead your singleton and opener suit? If you don't on this hand, West gets off to the King of Spades lead. What a beast. Wow. Well, Declare is going to pick up the club suit now. Pull trumps. West was just like, no, I had you if you played 3 no trump. West has stream open. Yeah. Imagine this, like, at some point we just get big enough that I'm on national TV broadcasting the events, and because they're playing in a hotel room, they just like flip to the channel where I'm covering the event. There is a 30-minute delay, but that would be funny. All right, 2 rounds of diamonds. Spade, ruff, heart to the ace, spade, ruff, club to the king, or something like that. No, sorry, cash the king of hearts. You know what I mean. Strip out the major suits. Lead a club. Good technique by Declare. Giving herself an extra chance against, I don't know, misguessing the club suit somehow. Okay, club to the king. East wins. East will play back a club. Declare sticks in the 10. West doesn't have a singleton since she didn't lead it. Probably a sensible argument. I mean, we never know what West would have led against 6 diamonds. Like, also the king of spades. That would be a little bit too much for me. 6 diamonds, king of spades lead. Actually, both tables reaching 5 diamonds and making 6 over there. Board 55. South has 13. 1 club opener. Takeout double from West. Are we supposed to redouble or bid a heart with the north hand? I think a heart, because we're not really prepared to do anything if the opponent's bid spade, so... Okay, well, as I was saying, so South's opened a club, North gets to bid a heart. Uh-oh. TD call. I wonder what about. Well, I think as usual, these teams are going to be well ahead of the round clock. We've seen that from basically every match. He's calling the director on his wife because she passed. I hope so. North-South make 4 hearts on this, and East-West make 3 spades. How accurate is that? Let's take a look. West will lead a spade against a heart contract. You've got... I mean, it's unclear, right? Or East is unlead. I mean, East will also lead a spade against a heart contract. Like, there's the potential for 2 heart losers. There's a potential for 2 club losers. There's a potential for 2 diamond losers, I guess. But how many tricks will they actually take? I don't know. If you start the hearts from the north hand, you're only going to lose 1 heart. I guess we are waiting on the director call. The other table ended up playing 2 spades east-west. South opened a club, West made a takeout double. North did bid a heart, and East jumped to 2 spades, and that ended the auction. Who called the director? East called the director, but we have no idea what it's about. It could be a completely different hand or something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, says Will. Kayani asked about a hand. I mean, normally I don't take, like, chat polls. Like, if you had a hand and wanted to get, like, analysis on it, there is a feature in the channel points below Twitch. We could look at it afterwards or during a break. But I think it's hard for, like, viewers to follow along if you just, like, type a hand in chat and then I start talking about it. It's also hard for viewers to follow along sometimes when I just start talking about random hands. But anyway, so that's my take on it. Like, if you have a hand or something and wanted to post it, send me, like, a link or whatever, then I could analyze it if you redeem the reward. I was lost on your end. Actually, isn't that normally how it looks from your side of the screen? I frequently am just lost when I'm trying to do my analysis. Curious how he's supposed to make 3 spades. Can't the defense just play trumps? I did not look at very many things on this hand, so let's see. The contention is like low spade lead, declare wins. How do you make 2 spades if they lead a trump? I mean, I see 5 trump tricks, the ace of hearts and the ace of clubs. I mean, like, technically you can set up a diamond trick, right? You rough clubs and dummy, but how? Low spade. Like, if you go ace and a club, South wins and goes ace of spades and a spade. And now you have 3 club losers, 2 diamonds, and the ace of trumps to lose. But you could, on a low spade lead, win, heart to the ace, 10 of diamonds. Jack, queen, king. North switches to a club. 8, 10, ace. Heart, rough, diamond. Up with the 9, ace and a spade. I don't know. It's not so clear that you can make 2 spades. Anyway, I mean, the other table did. They probably didn't get a spade lead from South. I mean, South might have led the king of clubs, which is reasonable. What's the point of check back if you're going to end in 3 hearts? What happens? So a club, a heart, a no trump. 2 clubs, either weak diamond, raise, or invite. 2 diamonds is forced. 2 hearts showed. 5 hearts in an invitational hand. And South decided to bump as a re-invite. Let partner make the last mistake. So king of spades, or spade opening lead up with the ace. Heart to the queen. So this is how declare loses 2 hearts. So spade continuation seems obvious from East. I guess East is concerned that partner holding the king-queen doubleton of spades might get end played. That's reasonable. So East might have been thinking about switching to clubs to prevent partner from getting end played. All right. Declare roughs, club to the king should hold. Everyone's looking at the dummy. But we're not in the open section anymore. Queen of spades, forcing declare again. So club to the 10. Man. Declare can, like, almost take a lot of tricks here. Okay, what happens on club to the 10, queen of clubs? If West ruffs, West can ruff and return a trump. Declare would win whatever trump in the south hand and ruff a club, then cash ace king of diamonds, and eventually lose a diamond. So that would be 9 tricks. So if club to the 10, queen of clubs, and West declines to ruff, pitching a diamond, now Declare can ruff a club. And cash the ace king of diamonds and the jack of hearts, and Declare takes 10 tricks. So yeah, there's just no way for the defense to actually beat Declare if they take a club finesse now. It is possible to pin the 10 doubleton of diamonds, yes. But there's no real indication on the bidding, right? West didn't make a takeout double, East didn't bid spades. So Declare has no idea that spades are 6-3 or that diamonds are 4-2 like this, and also has no indication that the queen of diamonds is here rather than here. And same with the 10 of diamonds. The other room screwed it up because 2 spades shouldn't have made. I think the other room probably just let a club from the south hand at trick 1, but let me take a look. They did. Yeah, after the king of clubs lead at trick 1, Declare... Well, Declare just ended up pulling trumps because Declare's club spots at that point were enough to force out a natural club trick for the 8th trick. It does take a trump lead at trick 1 to beat the thing. All right, Declare has cashed 2 rounds of diamonds first and is now going to take a club finesse, I guess. No. Okay, but now West can win this and play back a trump. And then what happens? Wait. So what happens on a trump return here? Declare is just very far down. It looks like this is even good enough. No, it's not, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is even good enough. Wait, no, it's not. Ugh. So what happened on a trump return? It was just going down, right? Well, okay. 3 hearts made. On trump return, the diamond ruff can't happen. So Declare could win the 9 of hearts and go queen of clubs club. But then West could ruff in and pull another trump, right? If it goes queen of clubs club and West lets their partner win, their partner's end played into giving Declare both the last 2 trumps. So yeah, West would need to look ahead and go queen of clubs club, ruff in, and then pull the trumps, so that Declare couldn't separate the trump tricks. Then East would score the last 2 tricks. Right? I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's getting late. My brain is fried again. 3 diamonds. Pass by North. Okay. Pass. Sure. Double by South. Okay. Man, North is not doing a good job declaring this set. North is like, I don't want to bid no Trump. Partner, you pick a major. I thought he did great by not doubling 3 diamonds. All right, West gets to lead the King of Diamonds. You bid the suit. May as well lead one. So King of Diamonds round to the ace. How's Declare going to handle this one? Let me think. If we go Diamond Ruff, Spade over, Diamond Ruff with the Ace of Hearts, and then play a heart, that's probably not good. That's probably really bad. Let's not take that line of play. Okay, so heart to the ace, heart back. Maybe not anymore. Maybe now we do go spade to the ace, diamond ruff, spade to the king. Unblock the jack of spades, diamond ruff. That jack of hearts looks like a true card from West. Yeah, spade to the king. Okay, if we unblock the jack of spades, that would be good for us. Yeah, now on a diamond ruff, East can pitch a spade, although it might not matter. East could ruff this trick and return the club king as well. There would almost be a stepping stone squeeze if South had the jack of clubs. Declare could achieve it. I guess actually if South has the 9 of clubs, it's getting like real close. There's like some winkle possibilities, but I suppose West is going to have a boatload of winning diamonds. Anyway, East can pitch a spade here. East could over-ruff and return the king of clubs. Holding Declare to 10 tricks, it looks like. This is not good enough. Now Declare can just pull trumps, unblock the spade, and pitch a club loser. So this will be 11 tricks, 1 imp swing going the way of Ding. Wait, Declare won the 9 of hearts and dummy to play a spade to the jack? If we were planning to hash a 3rd spade, we could have done so earlier, I guess. All right, club to the ace, spade pitch a club. The opponents get 1 club trick. We got 4 boards to play in this set. And this looks like it might be the match to follow tomorrow if the 2 teams are this close. Let me pull up the scoreboard. We'll take a look just before the stream is over later today. But Millens is continuing to crush Abernathy. They're up by almost 150 now. Dinkin is up by over 100. Henner has had a huge set to make a comeback. They're still behind against Chow, but they're only back by 17. Bramley Caprera. Caprera is now in the lead in that match. They're up by 2. That match is close. And Gi and Gu is looking like a runaway for Team Gi. Maybe no surprise. They have a number of the strongest players in the event on their team. A spade pass, a no trump. West comes in with double. I don't hate it. You got 4 hearts, 3 small spades. I mean, it's kind of disgusting. 4 triple, 3 vulnerable, but I think it's okay. 2 spades from Compton. Oh, man. East has a big hand. I think we might... Is double penalty? Man, if double's penalty, that looks awfully tempting from East. Oh my god, the other table played in 2 spades, undoubled, down 3. East bids 2-0. How's the Lee team doing? The Lee team was facing up against Dinkin, and Dinkin is crushing them. I think they're up by 115 when I checked. So if you're rooting for Lee, they need some love to make the comeback. 2-0 minors. All right, 3 clubs. Looks like East has settled into a 4-3 fit. I mean, is East going to bid 2-0, 3-0? Is that what's happening here? Remember, East, your partner made a takeout double. You get a bonus for a vulnerable game if you can bid it. I mean, how would 3-0 have done? Clubs don't split. The Queen Jack of Hearts are on side, so are the Ace Queen of Spades, but it looks like you might just not have enough tricks. I suppose if given all the time in the world, you can set up the 13th diamond. Losing, what? A spade, 2 diamonds, and... Well, I mean, you can get 9 tricks East, West, and no trump. Yeah, West doesn't think 2-0 is natural, neither did East. So, I'm not sure. Play for a spade rough? Sounds good to me. I mean, it is coming at the cost of natural trump tricks, but North doesn't know that. So North will play back the 5 of spades here, suit preference, asking for diamonds. Which is just going to solve Declare's problems. Spade rough, diamond ducked around to the king, spade rough. South is just roughing with both natural trump tricks. And that'll be all the defense gets. I mean, maybe that's what North is thinking about. North is sitting here like, man, if I get a diamond switch, sure, we get the first 4 tricks, but then what? My queen double 10 of clubs is dropping. Partner would need the ace of hearts, basically. So Compton might switch to the 9 of spades, suit preference for hearts, which I think would be a pretty baller play. I mean, he can kind of anticipate the problem, right? Just that you lead a low diamond back, Declare is going to run it around to the 10. So you know you're getting no more diamond tricks. You expect Declare to have 4 clubs, so it's great that your partner gets 2 roughs. You expect that not to be with a natural, at least the second one. But then you don't get any other tricks from there. Oh. He switches to the 8 of hearts. Well, this is going to make Declare feel a little bit relieved, but I don't think it really helps. Because one discard from the East hand doesn't actually help Declare. So what do? We know they could have gotten a Spade Ruff, but they didn't. The heart switch doesn't hurt us. Wow. West is, like, persistent. Let's force South to ruff the spade. Okay. Well, we got what we wanted, but now what? Now a diamond comes. So diamond up with the king. Another spade ruffed. But that'll be all the tricks the defense gets. I mean, Declare technically could pick up the diamond suit herself, but it wasn't going to be easy. You'd need to play South for Honor 9, and the timing of it, you might need to play them for Honor 9 third. Chris is here, like, realizing, hey, if I give partner a Spade Ruff, the hand is just over. But I don't know what else you can do. Well, if 3 clubs makes, East-West missed out on a potential penalty. Yeah, North could switch to hearts, but that's also going to make the hand over. I mean, everything makes the hand over. Declare just wins, pulls 2 rounds of trumps. If South is left with a natural trump trick, so be it. Diamond to the jack. Ace of diamonds, the diamonds split. If they didn't, you could ruff a diamond in the West hand. Are we frozen? We'll see. Nope. Chris just thinking. All right, spade comes back. Suit preference for diamonds. South should ruff with the jack or 10 of clubs, just in case West was showing out. And now a diamond comes back? Nope. Yeah, it's 1 imp for 40 points. 20 to 40 is 1 imp. 10 points is a push. And 50 to 80 is 2. There should be a command in chat as well. I think it's !imp. Or maybe !imps. And then however many points is the difference that you want to check. Okay. Declare decides to take the heart finesse. Doesn't cost, but also doesn't really gain. You just need the diamond finesse, and you need clubs 3-2 from this point. Or, sorry, clubs 2-2 from this point. Chris goes up with the queen of clubs to try and swindle Declare, but she cashes the king, diamond to the jack. And this will be 1 imp going the way of Team Ding. There's the diamond hook. Oh, the other table is so far ahead, they have to wait for other tables to finish. I mean, we are pretty far ahead on the round timer. We have 3 boards left and 35 minutes to play them. But the other table's on to the last board. Compton relieved that he wasn't in 2 spades doubled, I guess. I think double of 2 spades is penalties by East, right? Because you could have a hand that's like a spade, pass a no trump, pass 2 spades, double. That is now penalties. Why is it that if partner has short spades that should be more likely that you can't have a penalty double available? That doesn't make sense to me. So I think East could have doubled 2 spades for penalties there. He had 2 trump tricks. He had an ace-king on the side. Maybe a missed opportunity there for East-West. Speaking of missed opportunities, what is this hand? The other table reached 2 diamonds, making 5. Oh, is this how that happened? A heart pass. Wow, West bid a spade? 1 spade. What is 1 spade? We have hearts. Huh? Okay, in the other room, it went a heart pass pass over there. So West didn't even bid anything. Well, North comes in with 2 diamonds. This passes out. Okay. I mean, just your run-of-the-mill push. Yep. I mean, it's not like 5 diamonds is a great spot. And 2-2 trumps you can make. Well, can you make it on 2-2 trumps? No. You have to pick off the ace double ten of spades to make 5 diamonds. But 2 diamonds feels a little bit low for the power of the North hand. Shouldn't North double and then bid diamonds? I mean, something has to be a maximum for the 2 diamond bid. I don't know what's a maximum, but yeah, this hand feels very borderline for 2 diamonds versus double. I think the real failure here was West bidding a spade. How does West know their side just doesn't have a heart game? Like, East pass could be a good hand, but doesn't have a support double. I guess it's like, whatever, you know, I mean, West has a pretty bad hand, but yeah, like, a heart pass and no trump. What's wrong with that bid? You don't know you have a spade fit? May as well show your heart fit. When South was sorting, West saw the 5-card heart suit over there. Maybe. They are in the same room, so it's possible West caught a glimpse of South's screen. Wait, what happened here? Did Declare pick off the ace double ten of spades? I wasn't even watching. Well, I'll never know. All right, next board. South gets to open 3 clubs. The other table, East got to 3 no trump, and that was not a success. How did he know to do that? East was probably marked with the ace of spades from the opening bid. All right, 3 clubs. Pass, pass, 3 no. Okay, time to get our thinking caps on. Is West supposed to pull 3 no? Because it sounds like East just has a big balanced hand with a bunch of values. I mean, East could have, you know, just a strong no trump. If we find a 5-3 heart fit, it has to be better to play the hand in hearts. But partner could have a stiff heart for 3 now. So if we pull it, what do we pull it to? I think the conclusion that I'm reaching is just like 3 no trump is not the right game, but we don't have sufficient information to find the right one. And I mean, we don't have a system to find the right one either. West has a bad hand, and I mean, East could have anywhere from like a strong no trump all the way up to, you know, this, probably. Do you play transfers here? I think you should. I think you definitely should. You don't want the strong hand being led through. East could double 3 clubs and bid 3 no. Yeah, that's probably better. I mean, this East hand is way too good for 3 no trump, right? This East hand is, what did I count? 25? No, 27? So, yeah, I think the East hand is way too good for 3 no. I agree with that. What would 4 clubs by West be? It's probably Stamen. I mean, because 4 no trump is still a playable spot, right? You can still Stamen and look for a 4-4 major suit fit, like if you're trying to find a major suit slam. I think you just play your normal 2 no trump systems over 3 no here. It's not Gerber. Let me tell you that. It's not Gerber. I think it's okay to play, well, 4 clubs normally would be a Q bid, but I think it's okay to play just like natural bids over 3 no, like 4 diamonds, 4 hearts, and 4 spades are natural. I think that's fine, but I would rather play transfers. All right, time to cash a bunch of tricks. 4 rounds of diamonds. South is going to pitch, I don't know what, a couple of hearts maybe. And then East can cash the ace of hearts and go king of hearts, jack of hearts to potentially unplay North, even though South has the ace of spades. Yeah, so West does prefer a suit contract, but how do we get to the right suit? That's the problem. Yeah, East hand is way too good for 3 clubs. Or for 3 no. Because, like, let's say we transfer and partner has a stiff heart. They have to accept, because we could just have, like, a queen jack 10-6 or whatever in the heart suit. So do we really want to transfer into a 5-1 fit? Yeah, I don't know. Compton's thinking. Well, the 3 no trump bid can be easily off shape. I mean, East could be 4-1, 4-4 and bid 3 no. Like, what is East supposed to do if they have a 20 count that's 4-1, 4-4? You can't double. Your partner always bids hearts. So you have to just bid 3 no trump. Like, preempts work. I mean, preempts force you into a corner and you have to pick the least of all evils a lot of the time. So yeah, East can definitely have a stiff heart. I mean, does East frequently have a stiff heart? I don't think so. Yeah, like 2-1-7-3 is possible, but like with this West hand, we know that that's not what's going on with East. Like, I mean, unless we have 12 diamonds, which is impossible. But yes, I mean, like, can't you double and correct 3 hearts to 3 no? Sure, but what do you correct 4 hearts to? 4 no? Is that key card? Is that natural? What's Chris tanking about? Dude, I don't know. We might be frozen. No, we're not. I mean, I'm sure he's just confused because East has turned up with so many high cards already, and East can't have this. What happened at the other table, by the way? I'm curious. What was the auction? Yeah, so at the other table, when 3 clubs pass double, pass 3 hearts, pass 3 no. And then West just sat for it. I think West should bid 4 diamonds over 3 no there. Really show off that this is not a hand for no trump. Let's just play in one of the red suits. East would prefer hearts. And how does that do? Pretty good, right? Yeah, I mean, that would have made. So I really like the auction in the other room up through West's pass of 3 no trump. I think you can be confident that this hand just doesn't play well in no trump with no entries. And the way that it turned out, West would have been able to show both suits, right? Hearts and diamonds. What is Chris doing? Dude. Just like pitch a heart or something. I mean, Chris is thinking that East actually has Ace, King, Jack in both majors, and he's trying to give East a way to go wrong. But, like, how many high cards would East have then? Also, there's no way to miss out on taking enough tricks for game on that hand. I have no idea what North is thinking about. Maybe he's taking a nap. They do have 22 minutes left on the round clock. I suppose you may as well use it. Oh, boy. I mean, fortunately for him, his decision doesn't matter, because South is going to get in with the Ace of Spades and cash at least 2 clubs. Does Chris just want a cigarette break? I don't think Compton smokes. All right, he pitches a heart. Great. Brilliant. Down 1. So 2 umps going the way of Lewis. Chris. All right, definitely exit the King of Spades, but South has the ace. South should have pitched the heart to make it easier for Compton. I think that often makes it easier for Declarer. Like, maybe on a good day, Declarer could have done something really dumb, like cashed the Ace of Hearts and then exited the King of Spades, and they would have gone down 3. And I'm not even convinced that the heart discard would have made things easier for Compton. It's hard for him to believe that East had a 27 count and just balanced with 3 no trump. So either way, he was just going to be running completely blind. He knows a little bit about partner's hand, but I don't think South's spot cards were all that useful. Like the 10 of spades might have looked like, I'm not sure. I don't know what the 10 of spades might have looked like. But yeah, maybe we could argue that North should just keep queen third in both majors, and that would be a simple defense. But he had some idea about what he wanted to do. It didn't quite work out. Last board of the set, the other table ended up in 4 clubs north-south, going down 2. Club, a hard overcall, a spade from Ding. Mike asks, can we watch the other room? Well, the other room is done. So, answer is no, not anymore. This is the last board of the segment. We'll maybe check out the finishes in some of the other tables and the matches if tables are still in play once we finish up here, but we'll at least look at the results from the other matches before we sign off. Oh. That. Oh. 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 Oh boy. Well, this is not the contract we wanted to end up in. I mean, if South wanted to balance with double, just take out. Seems like a pretty reasonable thing to do. North-South could have ended up in 3 clubs, I guess, which is probably what happened. Oh, the other room got to 4 clubs, but something like that. All right, heart to the king. East false carding at trick 1. Is this a better contract than 4 clubs? It might be. You got 2 hearts, a diamond, and 2 spades to lose at the very least. And then, I mean, you'll probably lose a 3rd spade. A push would be funny. 2 spades down 2 and 4 clubs down 2. Like, in the spade suit itself, we can definitely pick it off for 2 losers. We can lead the jack. If it's not covered, then we can go run this and go ace of spades, see the 9 drop, 10 of spades, we pick off the spade suit. If the jack of spades was covered, we can then back the 10 of spades, or play low, and then pin the 9 on the next round. But all right, a club comes back. That's going to get roughed. Which I don't think East is going to be pleased about, given that now his king of spades falls under the ace. So a diamond comes back, and Declare is just cold for some number of tricks. I mean, at least 8. So, like, diamond to the jack, ace of spades, the king falls, 10, 8 of spades, pull trumps. Will says 9 tricks. All right, how do we get 9? Yeah, I don't see it. We can play 2 spades, pitching a club and a diamond, and play a 3rd spade, but Oh, we've already thrown the heart. Then, yeah, there's just no way. East is going to keep diamonds. West is going to keep clubs. Yeah, the ace of diamonds gets knocked out. And we can't return to the king of clubs, or else East gets the spade king. So even if Declare had played low, picking off the 10 of diamonds on that diamond switch, as long as West withholds the king, Declare can't get off the dummy, or else East or West will get a ruff. Yeah, there's no actual squeeze with the king of clubs. Or in the club position here, just because East is the one holding on to the diamonds. So East should know about the heart count, can just pitch all of his hearts. East is a little bit perplexed about his partner's fourth spade. So this will be a big pickup for team... I'm trying to parse this. Team Ding. They'll be earning themselves 7 imps for 310. All right, West needs to throw heart. And now we can try the king of clubs overtaking. But this will be 8 tricks for Declare. So good pickup for Ding at the end of the day. I'm going to look back at the scorecard. Where was that 4 spades down 2 thing? Yeah, this needs to be adjusted. I don't think it will be, because I don't think anyone actually cares. But this is a thing that if anyone is in contact with people at the tournament, this needs to be adjusted. Video evidence on my screen, but we don't know what happened in the room. Anyway, this was the scorecard. So Ding picks up 27 on the set, and ultimately, the match is still pretty close. Ding is up by 11. Bramley, Caprera has had a big fourth segment. They are up by 13 over there. There are some tables still playing. Guy has had a big fourth segment. They picked up 53. They're close to winning by 100 in that match. Henner, oh my god! They pick up 71 on the set, and they're in the lead now, up by 11. Dinkin is way ahead, picking up another 31 on their set. They're up by 118, it looks like. And Millens, another huge set for them, picking up 71, so they're up by 176 in their match. But wow. We have a couple of close matches tomorrow. So Ding against Lewis looks like one. Bramley against Caprera down here. Team Bramley up against Team Caprera. And Henner against Chow. So lots to choose from for tomorrow's sets. It looks like we'll see Millens, Dinkin, and Guy probably making it through. But still 60 more boards to play tomorrow. Yeah, there's a couple of boards still in play in the Caprera match down here, but I think this is probably where we'll call it for the day. So more exciting boards from the mixed coming up tomorrow. We'll see which of these 6 teams make it through to face off against Rubenstein, the 1 seed, and Bailey, the 2 seed in that event. They're waiting in the quarterfinals. But thanks for tuning in. Oh, you think Guy is pronounced G? Hard G? Yeah, there's no way that I'm going to be able to pronounce Chinese names or Asian names at all. But thank you for trying. All right. I am out. Have a great day, everyone. See you all next time.